Do you remember when they were first teaching you executive functioning? I was in 4th grade. I remember the classroom. I can't even imagine where I was sitting. It's when we finally had different folders for different classes. Math is red, science is green, social studies is blue. You might have a different system. If you do, you're wrong, and it's okay. You can be wrong. And I remember also we had this big planner. And they taught us how to write our class schedule in it, to write our assignments. We'd carry it and go in the backpack with the folders and the notebooks that had the same colors that matched the folders. And it was this giant, I was in 4th grade, so it seemed giant. I'm sure it wasn't actually giant. This giant spiral-bound planner. And our job was to fill it up with stuff. That's how our calendars tend to work. They come empty, and whoever fills it up the fastest with the most stuff wins. I think that's pretty American in its vision of how our time is built and spent. But when we get a Hebrew calendar, a luach, it comes full already. With all the holidays and the times for this and what time you do that and what's special about this day, what we're counting and how many of that we're counting to this day, and we are working to get to the day with nothing on it. We're working to the day where there's space for breath or for time that's not full of all the other stuff. The last month of the Hebrew calendar we had was a very full month. My mother likes to tell me that I used to call it the never-ending Jewish holiday. And then when you go outside tonight and you look up to see the moon, you won't. Because tonight's a new moon, which means it's the beginning of a new month. Every other month on the Hebrew calendar is full of stuff. It's got a holiday or a fast day or something special that we're counting or something that connects us back in some meaningful way. This month that we're entering into, its name is Cheshvan, or as the rabbis of the Talmud call it, Mar Cheshvan, which means the bitter month of Cheshvan. Bitter because it doesn't have any extra moment for joy or celebrating or holiday or anything in it. But me and my colleagues, I was too late to buy it this year. I didn't have it in time. May I'll wear it next year on Rosh Chodesh Cheshvan. Rabbis and cantors, we love Cheshvan. It's the bitter month because there's nothing extra and special in it, but it's just a normal month. It's empty. And I think it's actually theologically really important that Cheshvan, sure, the rabbis want to call it bitter. It's a Tuesday. Nothing special about it. It's just Tuesday. It's not the beginning of the week. It's not like, almost making the way to the weekend. It's not tomorrow's Shabbat. It's just a day. That's normal, where you have to be a person and go to work or go to school or drive carpool or schlep over there or do this appointment or that thing. It's just a day. And it matters that it comes right after Tishrei, after Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and Sukkot and Simchat Torah. Cheshvan's a chance to see if all that stuff that we just did worked. We had a month when you were at shul all the time, confronting our humanity, thinking about the fragility of what it means to be a human being, contemplating mortality, wondering how you missed last year, imagining who you want to be in the year to come. Maybe it's when you reflected on joys of the past year, or the rabbi talked too long and you started imagining what else would happen in the months to come. Is that what you were doing when the rabbi talked? She had to listen to all the sermons twice. It's not her fault. So did you, actually. Cheshvan is this incredible opportunity to see if thy holidays worked. We said, next year I will. New? It's a space for practice. Have we reached our hands out more this month, or will we, at this first day of the new month? Will we reach our hands out more? Will we open our hearts a little more? Will we be more patient? Will we be more kind? Will we say the things that we need to say, the things that we wish we said that we get shy or nervous about? Will we be more confident, more steady and sure of the people that we are? We speak up for ourselves. We speak up for the people we love. Will we speak up for people we don't even know? Will we hear the call of our prophets through the holidays? That the fast that God desires isn't the beating of the chest and the lowering of the head like a reed. The fast that God desired on that day was that we fed the hungry and clothed the naked and gave homes to the destitute poor, that we broke the shackles of bondage and of cruelty. It's a nice words to say in the gold book and the silver book. It's nice to listen to the beautiful melodies of the high holy days. New? What will you do on a Tuesday? When it's not something special, there's not an extra call, there's not services you have to go to, and words you have to say, you just have to live it and do it. This empty month is so important to the theological vision of what it means to be a Jew, what it means to be part of Jewish community. After we say our lines during the high holy days, after we experience that sacred drama together, where we stand before the throne of judgment, knowing that if we're to be judged fairly, we would be found wanting, and the judgment would be harsh, but that we know at the end that God is kind and compassionate, patient, forbearing, slow to anger, and quick to forgive, and by no merit of our own, we're given a new chance. That's the dramatic flow of the high holy days. And we hear that sound of the shofar, and run home to build a sukkah, run home to mark this new year with joy, and with gathering and with welcoming. And now we put our sukkah away the weekend after. Usually the goal is before Hanukkah. The sukkah's away. We danced with the Torah. We started the story all over again. And now it's time. Now it's time to do it and to live it. To hear the call of generations past, the call of the moment, or the call that we have been offering to ourselves, that still small voice in the back of our head beckoning us to be a little more of ourselves, to meet the high vision of who we might become. This month is Tuesday. Who will we be on just a random Tuesday? Will we allow all that we said and did to affect us? And how will it allow us to begin a new year together? May it bring us to a year of wholeness, of goodness, of kindness, of mercy, and of peace.